For the number, we've got this one on 6. It's a little bit high, but probably not worth the time that it would take to get in and recalibrate this a little more.
No, you lift it up.
There, Dolores. We'll get through.
Yeah, sometimes they just
That's
pop
her
right
machine.
off, sometimes they don't.
You're good. No, it's all good.
You just have to hold your mouth right and then you come on. Oh, this does slip off this one. I didn't realize that.
Oh, so then you just put it where you
on
want
this
it.
one, you would just slip this off,
Put it
and
where you want
now
it.
we're going to recalibrate this. See, this has a red dot here, and that's at about number 5. And so we just simply turn this to the red dot there, and now it's recalibrated. So I'm sorry, some of these you have to tear the tension apart to do it, and I forgot that this slides off of that.
That's nice.
So
I like your
this is recalibrated that quick and that easy. Okay, let's see, dealer calibration, check spring timing. The check spring is in here, and try to look from this side. I see the check spring coming up, and now it'll start coming down. Right there, I see the thread go slack. Right. And the check spring, the eye of the needle is just into the fabric, perfect setting. Nothing else to do there. The escapement on this machine is, again, it's built in. There is no adjustment to it, but the escapement is just this little gap here. And you'll notice, see how much play there is in this? And you see that going back and forth, and it's slightly over the thickness of the thread on both sides. So the thread enters on one side, there it is.
There it goes.
See, the thread. Again, I'm not used to working with dark thread, so I can't see it. So the thread is coming around very smoothly, and there it's just push this over this way to get it through there, and now it's going to open on the other side and let the thread go through very smoothly. So the escapement on this is perfect, and there's no adjustment anyway, so I expect it to be perfect. Yeah. Yeah. But normally you wouldn't take that off the check. But anyway, the check spring is hidden in there. And generally on these, what you can do is look at the thread, and you may see the thread go slack at a certain point.
Ah.
Not always.
Well, let's see.
But right there, it looks like this thread started. The thread just went slack.
Nice.
And it's almost the eye of the needle. So the check spring time is perfect, even though we cannot see the check spring. Dealer calibration on this one would be rather difficult, but they're showing you, they're showing you here this number 3. Apparently they set this on number 3, and so it's actually at the perfect setting. Most machines will be at 4 or 5. But since the 3 is a different color and all, this is probably where they had that set. And this thread must always pass over that bobbin case very smoothly. So if the bobbin case has a rough place in it, rust on it, or a burr, and it hangs up, you must take care of that. This is coming around very smooth. And there, it's going to come up through your escapement up here on top, smoothest. On the back of on the front of the bobbin case, you've got a little cupped out place like this. And there's a little finger that goes in there, and this prevents that. You've got the clearance for the thread on both sides. But the depth that the finger goes back, there must be enough clearance behind there slightly over the thickness of a thread, and that adjustment is a screw right here. This screw right here would loosen that bracket and let you slide that entire bracket forward or back.
This,
Right there.
okay.
And they don't get out of adjustment unless somebody messes with them. But if they do, then that could be too tight, and you'll see your thread come around, and then it'll come up there at the top where it should go through, and you'll see that thread stretching. You just
Pull
see
tight.
it stretching, pulling tight, and then
Okay.
all of a sudden, pop, it'll go through. And then you know something's wrong, and
Okay.
then you would adjust that a little bit.